Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's finally here. The end of one of the most dramatic, emotional, and addictive love stories to ever hit Prime Video. Culpa Nuestra, also known as Our Fault, marks the final chapter of Mercedes Ron's Culpables trilogy. And fans everywhere are crying, cheering, and arguing over that wild ending. After years of heartbreak, separation, and forbidden passion, Noah and Nick's story has officially come full circle. But how did it really end? What did the cast and authors say about the finale? And what's next for these two after Culpa Nuestra? Today, we're breaking it all down: the plot, the ending, the hidden meanings, and what fans think this all means for Nick and Noah's future. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss more deep dives into your favorite Netflix and Prime Video hits. So here's the setup. Culpa Nuestra is the third and final movie in the Culpables trilogy, following Culpa Mia, My Fault, and Culpa Tuya, Your Fault. It premiered on October 16, 2025, exclusively on Prime Video, and continues the story of Noah and Nick, played by Nicole, Wallace, and Gabriel, Guevara. The movie picks up 4 years after the events of Culpa Tuya. Nick and Noah have gone their separate ways, trying to rebuild their lives after their explosive breakup. Nick is now the head of the Leicester family empire, trying to stay in control of both his business and his emotions, while Noah is chasing her career dreams and independence. But fate has other plans. They're forced to reunite at the wedding of their close friends, Jenna and Lion, and from that moment, everything changes. Their reunion is tense, awkward, and full of unspoken pain, but it doesn't take long for those old feelings to resurface. One night, one spark, and suddenly, all that buried passion comes flooding back. The release of Culpa Nuestra is the end of an era for fans, and for the people who created it. Author Mercedes Ron, who wrote the Culpables trilogy, said, "It is kind of sad, but I'm happy at the same time because it is my favorite movie. I am sad because I don't want it to end." Mercedes says this third story, with Noah and Nick starting off apart, was actually her favorite to write. "I love the enemies to lovers trope. For me, the second book was the most difficult to write because they were together, and I love a fight. I love them being separate." She also added that Culpa Nuestra was very sexy and full of tension, her favorite kind of storytelling. For Nicole Wallace, the time jump between Culpa Tuya and Culpa Nuestra gave her the chance to show real growth in Noah. "For me, it was very important that you could see there was growth for Noah. She's lived, she's been with other people, she's finding her voice and finding out who she is as a young adult outside of being in this relationship with Nick." Nicole explained that playing Noah as an older, more mature woman was personal for her. She had also grown a lot as an actress since the first movie. "When I was filming the first one, everything was so new. But when I was filming this third one, I was 22 and more experienced. I knew what I was going to do and how much of a voice I wanted to have." For Gabriel Guevara, the evolution of Nick was the biggest challenge of the trilogy. "In this movie, I feel like I play a much different character. Nick was more similar between the first and second movie, but now I'm encompassing a greater variety, and I think there's been great evolution." He admitted that while Nick is emotionally closed off, he personally connects to him in some ways. "It was complicated because we were both on different wavelengths. I think I'm emotionally smarter than Nick, but in terms of responsibilities, I'm a bit more childish." Both actors agree that this final film allowed them to explore deeper emotions, and that the series' success is proof of the chemistry they built together. Gabriel expressed, "Nicole is a very good actress. She's helped me with quite a few scenes. If the outcome weren't good, I think there wouldn't be such a big hype around the chemistry that we both have on screen." And Mercedes Ron couldn't agree more. "I think they love the characters, and I think that's very important. Watching them grow, it's very nice to see where they are now and everything that they have achieved." Now let's talk about that ending. The emotional roller coaster that had everyone crying, gasping, and scrolling through Twitter at 3 a.m. The movie opens with Nick and Noah seeing each other again for the first time in years, at Jenna and Lion's wedding. What starts as petty tension quickly reignites the chemistry that's always been there. They can't escape each other no matter how much they try. But this isn't the same teenage love story we saw in Culpa Mia. Nick is now managing his late grandfather's business empire, trying to modernize it. But his choices lead to layoffs and family drama. Noah, meanwhile, has a new job at Simon's tech company and is trying to move on romantically. Their paths cross again when Nick becomes a major investor, meaning he's suddenly in charge of Noah's company. Cue jealousy, rivalry, and the classic forbidden workplace tension trope we all secretly love. Nick, trying to clean up his image, pretends to date Sophia, while Noah tries to convince herself she's over him. But of course, that doesn't last. Everything changes when tragedy strikes. Annabelle's death brings the family together again. Nick and Noah finally reconcile. realizing that despite everything, their love still runs deep. But the happiness doesn't last long. In his absence, Noah discovers she's pregnant, but decides to keep it secret to protect her peace. Just before Noah is about to leave, Nick comes and expresses his unconditional and undying love for her. He realizes that family and love mean more than pride or control. But a violent attack shakes their world. A disgruntled ex-employee shoots Nick, leaving him in a coma. When Nick finally wakes up, he meets their baby boy, a powerful, emotional moment that changes him completely. But even then, one final twist awaits. Briar, Nick's unstable ex, and Michael, Noah's old fling, break into their home and try to kidnap the baby, claiming the baby is Briar's. The confrontation is tense, but Nick and Noah fight back together, symbolizing how far they've come as a team. In the final scene, we get the closure fans have been begging for. Nick and Noah finally get married in a beautiful, intimate ceremony. They drive off in a race car, a nod to the high-speed chaos that brought them together in the first place. After years of pain, separation, and drama, Culpa Nuestra ends with hope. Nick and Noah finally find peace, forgiveness, and they're happily ever after, proving that sometimes love really does conquer everything. Fans wasted no time flooding social media after the premiere. Tweets like, "Just finished our fault. It's crazy how Nick and Noah and Gabriel and Nicole have such strong chemistry. Those kisses were fire." No one could have brought Nick and Noah to life the way Gabriel and Nicole did. Their chemistry, their emotions, their growth, everything felt so real. I'm not ready to say goodbye, only to make you feel good for the happy ending but bad that we won't see them again. No next chapter. It really hurts that this is the end. Many fans praised the ending as the perfect goodbye, emotional, romantic, and deeply satisfying. But others said the pregnancy twist felt rushed, wishing we'd seen more of Noah as a mom. Still, most agree the film gave them exactly what they wanted: closure. After 3 movies and countless heartbreaks, Nick and Noah finally got their happy ending. What's next for Nick and Noah? While Culpa Nuestra wraps up the trilogy, fans can't help but wonder what's next. Will there ever be a spin-off, or maybe a continuation? Mercedes Ron has hinted that while the trilogy is done, she wouldn't rule out expanding the universe, especially since there's already talk of a Culpables spin-off set in London. As for where Nick and Noah might be years later, Nicole Wallace herself shared her thoughts in an interview. Nick would probably be in a very similar position, just running some big business and speaking a couple languages. I think he would turn out to be very similar to his dad. Noah, I would hope that she's also running some type of business, maybe making a cool way to do legal car races and showing her kid how to race. That would be very cute, and having her brunches with Jenna. Honestly, that sounds like the perfect epilogue. Noah and Nick's story might be over on screen, but their legacy and their fans aren't going anywhere. Thanks for watching! Comment below your favorite character, your favorite movie from the Culpables trilogy, and what you thought of Culpa Nuestra. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more cast secrets and behind-the-scenes drama from your favorite shows and movies.